Welcome to ESPN's coverage of the 2014 Quick Lane Bowl from Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. Part of Capital One Bowl Mania as the Rutgers Scarlet Knights take the field and they take on the North Carolina Tarheels.
So supposed to, and he kind of blamed himself, but he did put a little bit of it on Coney. We'll see if they get that temperature right and fly around today.
This guy, senior, making his 46th career start. There's a pass in the midfield, a completion. There is Carew, and he has a first down inside North Carolina territory down to the 44-yard line.
You have years like that. That's what ends up getting coaches fired, and that's what happened to Vic Koenig. And so today, Dan Dish, who was the cornerbacks coach, has been bumped up, elevated to that defensive coordinator spot, almost auditioning, if you will, as he will take the reins and make those calls today.
It's Patton in motion, the receiver at the top of the screen. Nova to throw on first down, throws and finds it. That is Patton, and he's headed into the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, it looks like we're getting good Gary Nova today. Michael Burton had a nice little block for him to keep things going. As I mentioned, the unsung hero, but Nova threw a strike. Hit Patton right between the eights. There you go, a little bit of a play action. And that was a strike. And nobody left at home as North Carolina had gone to a man coverage.
For Nova, his 21st touchdown pass of the year. It's a 34-yard TD. And for Patton, his third touchdown catch of the year. Point after. Kyle Federico is up and through. Federico was questionable for this game, but Rutgers does have their place kicker. And a quick touchdown. 34-yard TD to Andre Patton, and it's Rutgers that scores first in Detroit. 4th and 2 from the 48-yard line of Rutgers. And the Scarlet Knights went down the field, scored on their first possession. This is North Carolina's first try, and on fourth down, going for it. Here's Logan Powers is straight forward and has the first down to the 44-yard line. Tackled by Kevin Snyder, but a gain of 4. Needed 2. Kind of their 31st bowl appearance. In the Belk Bowl last year, beat Cincinnati. We go to the far side. 8 to the 40-yard line. Lost the football. Davis had it, lost it, and Rutgers say they have it. And indeed they do. Davis coughs it up, and the Scarlet Knights recover.
It was Coify, the corner, who just came up. He was late. He gave a tremendous pushing over there. But when he comes up, he got his face on the football. You see it pop right out. And, you got to give Rutgers credit.
Nova, who was 2 for 2 with a touchdown pass on the first Rutgers possession. A couple of incompletions so far on this drive, and it's a 3rd and 10.
North Carolina brings the house.
Nova juggled and dropped by Patton, who had the touchdown catch earlier, but that was a catchable football. Carolina 1 of 2 on third down so far. They blitz up the middle. Here comes Williams stepping up, and he throws strong and complete. First down at the 43 to the tight end, Jack Tabb. Carolina converted a 3rd and long earlier on this possession. Now 3rd and 10. Williams across the middle, and a completion, and should have the first down. Switzer caught it at about the 47. Williams has to sidestep one and then underthrows the receiver, Thorpe.
Yeah, I don't think Kevin Snyder knew the ball was gone. He finished up and threw Williams on the ground.
Second consecutive 3 and out. That ball blocked, deflected. The Roth punt picked up by North Carolina at the 30-yard line. Somebody got a hand on that. It did go past the line of scrimmage, but it looked like Dominic Green able to get a hand on that. But it turns into just a 12-yard punt.
Yeah, it looks to me, Green's the one who recovered it. It was Damian Washington.
Williams steps up. He's going to take off. 20, 15, upended at the 10-yard line. It was Lorenzo Waters who came in and undercut him, but it's a 14-yard run for the North Carolina quarterback. Carolina's been good on third down, 3 of 5, and on third and 9, Davis at the 5. They try to strip that ball out of his hands again like they did earlier. It's a 5-yard gain. See, they can pick up a first down without scoring for a 22-yard attempt.
Got a new holder,
And
the
Gilly.
loss of Hibbert. So this will be interesting.
And the Gilly holding, and it's a fake.
Was it a fake? I think
Or
he
was it
dropped
just a low snap? You were just talking about the new holder, man, Gilly. And Darius Hamilton brings him down, and North Carolina turns it over.
Yeah, that's a fake.
Yep.
It looked initially like a drop, but the way the kicker came off of there, Thomas Moore was trying to get a break. Not the best conceived fake I've ever seen. Coach Flood pretty happy about it.
Play fake, Nova. By Carew. I thought for a moment that ball was going to get picked off.
That was a great throw. He just got it over Des Lawrence's hands, the corner underneath. That was a dart.
Nova started 2 for 2 through the air, then went 0 for his next 4, and he snaps that with that completion to Carew. The run here for Josh Hicks. Breaks a tackle, a stiff arm, first down, across midfield, and he's to the North Carolina 47-yard line, tackled by Ethan Farmer. Rutgers, second down and 4 from the 41 of the Tar Heels. Nova, play fake, rolling out right now. He's going to take off with it. He has a first down inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Well, Gary Nova showing that when called upon, he can do some running, and that's a 15-yard gain.
And 3 cousins as well have all suited up for the NYPD. So there's a lot of support down here on the Rutgers sideline for the boys in blue.
Definitely a family affair for them with the New York Police Department. Thanks, Nikki. There's a run for Josh Hicks again inside the 10, headed into the end zone, touchdown. Second rushing touchdown of the year for the true freshman. 21-yard run.
All right, he got a really nice pair of blocks as the guard pulled over and made a play, and then Michael Burton, the fullback, who I talked about. Watch Burton get through the hole, pick up the remaining safety right there, and then the cut off of it was perfect by Hicks. And that's a good play for Rutgers. They'll continue to do that until North Carolina shows they can stop it.
A 7-play drive, 91 yards, just over 3.5 minutes.
Chris Muller was the pulling guard on that one, who also had a nice block.
Kyle Federico with the point after, and it's 14-0 Rutgers on that last 7-play drive. 6 of those 7 plays were rushing plays, culminating in a 21-yard run.
Here it is, Hicks just finding his way, reading his blockers, and boy, they did a nice job. Rutgers rolling away right now. Opinion, watching my film, that front 4.
Williams, a shovel pass that's completed, and then a tackle of Morris. Lost the football, and once again, Rutgers
Waters came up with it again.
With a second fumble recovery.
And I heard the pads snap all the way up here. That's a pretty good pop that was put on him. It looked like that was Longa, Steve Longa coming up. And as I mentioned, the tip of the spear popped the football out. You'll be able to see that ball squirt out right there on the ground. Kind of almost a shot put type pass too for Williams. Allowed that defense to get there in a timely fashion.
For the second North Carolina turnover, Rutgers takes over in midfield, and Nova making strike again, and he does so to the 30, and Andre Patton for a 19-yard pickup.
That's the same pass they threw to Patton for the touchdown early. Half strangle coming around the edge, but got away with it.
Martin cuts it back to the near side, cuts back again inside the 20, tackled at the 16. Donnie Miles and a 13-yard run for the freshman Robert Martin. Martin is the fullback.
He'll take you to the football.
Martin again avoided a tackler and is into the end zone for a touchdown. DeJuan Drennan had an opportunity to hit him right at the line of scrimmage and stop him, but instead it's an 8-yard touchdown run for Robert Martin.
Yeah, Drennan wasn't able to get Martin down. Once again, Martin makes the first man miss, And when you do that on a consistent basis, you're going to be one of the top running backs. Because that very well could have been a tackle for a loss or no gain.
6th rushing touchdown for Martin. So each of the true freshman running backs for Rutgers now have a touchdown in this game, as Hicks had one earlier.
A great block by Michael Burton again, the fullback.
Kyle Federico for the hold of Mike Clemente, and that hit the left upright. No good.
Thank you very little.
It's the second one he has missed this year with 41 attempts. Had a chance to tackle him in the backfield, but Martin into the end zone. It's 20-0 Rutgers.
Ball throughout the year, they have to wake up.
Came in averaging 34 points per game. This is TJ Logan turning the corner left side. And a run right there to 11 yards. First down.
Run throughout the year. Now they picked it up.
Gonna get to Logan. To midfield. Wrapped up at the 42-yard line. And that's 2 consecutive runs for TJ Logan. That one for 20 after the first one went for 11.
Strong arm and a nice knack for throwing that deep ball.
And he throws across the middle. High but caught by Jack Tabb, the tight end. And he'll have a first down near the 20 after a 19-yard gain. 3 of 7 on third down.
Excuse me, Mark. When he's at his best, people are bouncing off him when he's running the football.
Low snap. He has it. There's a Williams throw towards the end zone. It's incomplete. Looking for Quinshad Davis. To Thomas Moore.
I bet no fake this time. Got it.
Partially blocked. Or did he just...
Oh, that was blocked. That was Lorenzo Waters again making a play. Been all over the place. He comes off the edge. It's a lower kick, but it's still a play.
See Waters coming in from the edge. Oh, yeah. Got a hand on that. And North Carolina again comes up empty. Scarlet Knights 1 of 3 on third down. Nova's pass, he threads that but incomplete at the 45 to Patton, and then Patton and Sam Smiley doing some jawing.
Form of Jonathan Aiken.
Coming in 43% conversion on third down on the year. Today 3 for 8 as they look at a third down at 6 from their own 40. Williams pressure, lets it go right as he was being harassed in the backfield by Teray, and then overthrows the receiver at the 40. North Carolina breaks 5. Quick strike and completed. Hung on to by Tyler Croft, the tight end, at the 25 and a 21-yard gain.
Wow, that's almost indefensible when you get a throw like that, which it was a beauty, and then the tight end reaching up and snagging it out of the air. This is a whale of a catch. That's big time. And
only 1 conversion on third down for Rutgers, but we're the team with a 20-point lead right now.
they try to find Carew in this deal down here at the bottom.
Well, the throws underneath. Patton stood up at the 7. Sam Smiley brings him down. 19-yard attempt. And the hold of Mike Clemente. Into the net, good. With a chip shot for Federico, and it's 23-0 Rutgers, and only 11 seconds remaining in the first half from Detroit.
Allow Carolina to get that edge and make a change.
Gave a look to Switzer, but now Williams with a pass, and he finds the open receiver at the 45, Quinshad Davis. And he has a first down across midfield, tackled by Glashan.
Around you.
Play fake, Williams lets it go and finds his man at the 12, Ryan Switzer. Brought down by Aiken, but a long pickup for North Carolina of 26 yards.
Boy, and this ball had to be in the air forever, at least in the eyes of Ryan Switzer, because he knows that safety is drawing a bead on him. And
Switzer in the slot on the top of the screen. Williams, a lot of time, now that time elapsing, and he's going to take off. Inside the 5, brought down near the first down marker at the 2 by Gauze and Sebastian Joseph. This defense now has the personnel they want on the field after that timeout.
Yeah, there's Joe Rossi, the defensive coordinator, who pulled the string at the end of that, had to use a timeout, and there's Williams.
Into the end zone for a rushing touchdown, 1-yard TD, and the Tar Heels are on the board and produce their first points with their first possession of the second half.
Yeah, and as I talked about, having Williams just keep the football, good blocking on the edge there, too, by Jack Tabb, the tight end. The man who was assigned to the quarterback, he got pinned to the inside. Nobody home for Williams. And finally, the Tar Heels get on that board.
12-play drive, just under 4.5 minutes, and for Williams, his 13th rushing touchdown of the year. Extra point for Thomas Moore. He knocks it through, and it's a 23-7 game. A drive and points that the Tar Heels rate desperately needed.
For the Scarlet Knights.
Hicks breaking it out wide, and if he hits the edge, he can run for a while. It does so across midfield. Run out by Brian Walker, a 24-yard run, and the freshman showing his wheels there.
The reason guys play defense, a lot of times it's because they can't handle the football.
Smiley, a junior out of Raines High School, Jacksonville, Florida. Scarlet Knights 2 of 6 on third down, a 3rd and 9. Catch for Simis. Where was the knee down? It's going to be a little bit short after an 8-yard catch.
Short yard.
And that is indeed the case. Burton, first down. Michael Burton, they hike it to the fullback. And you sniffed that one out, partner.
Yeah, you know, when they did that tight little huddle and it's only 4th and 1, you got to figure something's up. Now there's Burton, and he's going to get that snap and follow Maluski right up into the hole.
Get that momentum rolling for North Carolina. Great fake, Nova going for the end zone.
What a throw.
Found him, touchdown. And it's Andrew Terzilli, the transfer from Kansas, playing in his first bowl game, and he has the touchdown catch.
And he's going to get flagged for excessive celebration. But I think Terzilli's not going to mind that one too much. He'll take that penalty. You know, here's a kid who played 4 years at Kansas and never had sniffed even the potential or possibility of going to a bowl. Transferred to Rutgers.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 19 offense. That is number 19's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Touchdown.
The reason they mentioned that it's his first, because a second would result in his ejection.
And this is a great throw from Gary Nova. You know, he had the crossing guy underneath right here wide open, but he took the shot and the gamble and threw a tire in the backyard, dropping it in, beating Brian Walker, the safety.
So Rutgers answers the North Carolina touchdown to begin the second half with one of their own, and Kyle Federico, high snap, and somehow Bamonte got the snap down, and they knock it through to make it.
They kicked it behind the guy, Mark. You don't see that very often.
Unusual play, but how about this throw by Nova? 37 Rutgers. Switzer in motion. Williams. A shovel pass as he was being tackled, incomplete. And that was Teray, number 58.
Solid front from the Tar Heels, changes the play at the line.
Carolina rushed 5, and the pass almost intercepted at the 40. That was Dominic Green who had a chance to take that the other way.
These guys up front are laying their ears back, going after the quarterback, but in rundowns, they'll tilt the nose and try and eat up extra blockers.
Rutgers rushes 4. Williams looked like he almost dropped the football, but now he's sacked back to the 25. Dropped by Darius Hamilton, and a loss of 13. It's 4th down.
Could be time to get Carew back involved.
He's at the bottom of the screen. Nova now looking in his direction, flushed out, and he has a lot of room to run. Nova will angle to the sideline and step out of bounds at about the 28. 16-yard run for Gary Nova and a first down for Rutgers. leading the way again for Martin, who breaks it back and is going to find the end zone. Touchdown, 28-yard run. Second TD of the day for the freshman Robert Martin.
And give Martin all the credit in the world for making the cut, but man, did he get some blocking. Chris Muller, the guard, did an outstanding job, and then Michael Burton, the fullback, he just takes a linebacker right out of the play. Watch the big guy just come through the hole and take care of business. When you have a fullback like that who can put some leather on a linebacker, running the ISO play is bread and butter. Martin reaches down for that hamstring.
I noticed that, like you did there, hopefully not a hamstring issue. 19 carries for right at 100 yards now for Martin, and the extra point knocked through to make it a 37-7 game. 28-yard gallop here.
Looks like Rutgers means business. 30-point lead. Now, they cannot allow North Carolina to get an easy one, a quick one. So you're going to see a lot of underneath stuff wide open.
Williams able to elude Maluski, and now he throws deep in a jump ball. Oh. Switzer with the touchdown. Aiken on the coverage, and the flag came down right where the football did.
He threw that ball some 65 yards in the air, did Williams. The question is who pushed
Pass
who?
interference, number 3, offense.
There's your answer.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
They got Switzer with a last push when that ball was floating up in the air.
Martin and Hicks each now with 100 yards rushing for Rutgers. Big Ten looking for its first bowl win of the bowl season here with the Scarlet Knights, and there goes Hicks. Inside the 30 to the sideline, out of bounds around the 20. Tackled by Brian Walker.
Martin went down with the hamstring, no problem. Bring another true freshman in. Josh Hicks, he can do the same kind of things. Hoping to avoid the shot from Chopper.
Got a lot of weird things on special teams in the kicking game. Kyle Federico, though, right through the uprights. His second field goal of the game. 10:04 remaining. Rutgers 40, North Carolina 7. Williams gives to TJ Logan. He's all the way to the 45 for about 15 yards.
He just misused Jonathan Aiken at the end of that. To run the football. That made all the difference in the world for him here today.
Rutgers with their 10th bowl appearance here today. They've made 9 just since 2005, so most of their bowl history come relatively recently. The run by Williams.
They knocked off Michigan to get things rolling. I call this a success.
Wide open, Jack Tabb with his third touchdown catch of the season. Second touchdown of the game for the North Carolina offense.
Blown coverage is what it amounted to. Nobody covered Tabb. And you're going to see him show up, and there's no defender around him. Now you had 3 guys covering 2 wider than Tabb, and there's going to be a conversation about that one, I promise you, as Rutgers will try to figure out what happened.
8-play, 71-yard drive.
Hey, they got a kick through.
They do indeed, thanks to Thomas Moore. A wide open Jack Tabb.
But it's been since 1991 that the Lions have been able to win on that frozen tundra.
And both kickers, Weiler and Moore, out there. And on the onside kick, North Carolina. Looks like they have recovered.
Yeah, and it was right in the hands of a Rutgers player, Justin Goodwin, a running back. It looked like it kind of almost was a grounder that went through his legs. Thomas Moore ends up recovering the football for North Carolina.
Yeah, they had both kickers out there, Weiler and Moore. Weiler's the one who kicked it, and then Moore's the one who eventually recovered it.
Yeah, right there you saw Goodwin kind of jump for the football and missed. He got in there long enough to throw 69 passes this year.
Hands it off to Elijah Hood. Hood inside the 40, 45-30. Pushed out of bounds near the 25 by Lorenzo Waters. 23-yard gain. 9 rushes, 56 yards for Hood, and that's hung on to by Singleton. So Waters with the tackle.
Hard fella.
And into the end zone, touchdown. Kendrick Singleton, his first touchdown catch of the season.
I don't know if Trubisky is roommates with Singleton or what, but he found him an awful lot on that drive. That's the guy he's looking for. Turns into a quick 6.
4 for 4 on that drive for Trubisky. And the touchdown pass is 5th of the season.
They could close to within 19 here. With just 4:59 left. Any chance? I think so. We already saw an amazing comeback by the Central Michigan Chippewas.
Right.
Almost stole that game from Western Kentucky. Down 42-7 at the half. End up losing 49-48. Do we have another fantastic comeback led by that young man, Trubisky? Online.
Weiler kicks it again. Takes a high bounce.
That's a nice hop.
And
They got
North
it.
Carolina again.
Jack Tabb comes up with another play. Big tight end.
Well, North Carolina will have it at midfield at 4:59 to go. Down 19.
Statistically, they say you have about a 10% chance of recovering these. Oh, what a hit.
Wow.
That,
That just-
that was a hello and how are you shot from way back here behind even the picture.
Logan darts his way across the 40, inside the 40, out at the 37, run out by Stephen Longa. First down from the 37 of Rutgers. Trubisky throws to the far sideline, and that's reeled in by Jordan Fialto. Just his second catch of the season. His own Snyder. And Davis tied with Keith Nix with 21 career touchdown catches. Tabb, but a flag is out.
Did he push off?
Well, if it stands, it would be his second touchdown catch of the game.
Pass interference, number 80, offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay third down.
That's the second offensive pass interference that's taken a touchdown away for North Carolina
Yeah,
today.
you see the hands were on the chest right there of Kevin Snyder. He kind of pushed off on the linebacker just enough to draw the flag.
4th and 4.
Milewski is going to be coming off the edge trying to create some mayhem.
They do indeed rush 4. Fade into the end zone. Incomplete over the head of Davis, who's now clutching a knee. Once again, Hicks has the first down run down the sideline, and Hicks,
He's going to go over 200 if he ain't careful.
well, they had 140 before that run.
He ran right behind Caleb Johnson, the 6'4", 300-pound senior, making his 50th consecutive start.
202 yards rushing for the game. Most valuable player, Jordan Hicks. Josh Hicks with the big day. Once again, our final score, Rutgers 40, North Carolina 21. Coming up next, the Capital One Bowl Mania continues as North Carolina State faces UCF in the Bitcoin St. Petersburg Bowl. Don't forget the trophy ceremony coming up from here on ESPN3 in just a few moments. For Ray Bentley and Nikki Noda, I'm Mark Neely. So long from Detroit.